Hi, Holly Mecker here with Instructional Tech. This video will help walk you through how to use Personal Math Trainer within ThinkCentral for your math expressions curriculum. So here I am logged into ThinkCentral. Remember, I access ThinkCentral by logging in through Clever. So the first thing I'm going to make sure is that I'm on my correct grade level. I'm going to go ahead and imitate a 4th grade teacher here. If I'm looking for the Personal Math Trainer, it is one of the buttons on my home page. Notice here this green one is called Personal Math Trainer. I'm going to go ahead and click into that to open. Now notice it is organized with 2 different caret drop downs. The first one is Personal Math Trainer and the second one is Fluency. We're going to be focusing on this first caret here and the different options that are available within the Personal Math Trainer. So we do have the beginning, middle, and end of the year benchmark tests available for you online. There's also lesson level homework. Now remember, this lesson level homework does not have to be used for homework. It could be used as classroom practice, maybe a spiral to come back to a skill that we've already practiced. So if you're looking to re-practice those essential skills, we can find that throughout this lesson level homework as well. Then there are big idea quick quizzes. Within each unit, you'll see there's 2 different big idea quick quizzes. This first one says homework afterwards, and the second one says tests and quizzes. When we get into seeing the example, I'll show you what those look like and how those are different. But there are big ideas, so each unit has 3 or 4 big ideas, and so you could take a quick quiz just on those big ideas. They also have the unit tests if you're looking to do the unit tests. Again, notice homework and test and quizzes, they do have the same assessment twice, depending on the level of support your students need. They have some standard-based assessments. So if you're looking at just pulling out one of the standards, notice these are the national standards and not the Indiana standards. And then there's a help section here if you need help. Let's go ahead and preview one of these so we can see what it looks like and how to notice the difference between homework and tests and quizzes. So the first one I'm going to look at is the homework option. I'm going to go ahead and push assign. And from here, I can modify my assignment. If you're looking to add questions, remove questions, this is where you'll do that. Here on my assessment, it says I've got 5 questions, but over here are all the options I could add. If I wanted to pop another question over, say I wanted to add that one, and I wanted to remove that question, you can make alterations to this assessment as much as you'd like. You could also rename this, so if you're not using it as a quiz, go ahead and just take that word, those words off there, and just put quick, maybe a quick check. So students know what kind of assessment they're working on. You can save this when you're finished. Now let's go ahead and preview. If I wanted to preview this, I could go ahead and just click here to preview. And this is where we're really going to see the difference between a homework example and a test and quiz example. So this is a homework example. So on this example over here on the right-hand side, I have some different options to help support students. They can view an example, they can get step-by-step help, and they can even click a button to open the textbook page. So the homework option gives them a lot of different supports they can use to better understand the math that they're doing. And there's also a check option, so they can check their work as they're going. Now, if I wanted to assign this to my students, I would go ahead and I would type in a title, do your best. I could select my class, and I could also select a group of students. I do not have groups made currently. And then I could add all of my students, or you could just add one student at a time using the add button. I can add when I want the assignment to be available, and then when I want it due. And then I'm going to go ahead and push save at the bottom. And so now I have an assignment for my students. Let's go back and see what it looks like if I were to pick the quiz option instead of the homework option. So here I am back at the test and quiz option. I'm going to push assign. Now I'm not going to modify this one, I'm just going to preview it. I can preview it by clicking this link here as well. Notice it looks the same. The question is similar. It does not have the 3 options here to look in the textbook, to see an example, or to get step-by-step. That is the big difference between one that is an assessment version and a homework version. Again, you do not need to think of it as assessment versus homework. If you're doing a CFA and you need a quick check, assessment version is great because you know exactly what students know. If you want students to be practicing and to really be working through problems so that they can better learn the material, the homework is the better option. Now, I took you to Personal Math Trainer through this homepage using the green button, but there is another place where you can locate some Personal Math Trainer activities. If you go into your Browse menu and pick your grade level, again, I'm going to pick grade level 4, open your program structure, pick your unit, pick your chapter, pick your lesson. I can open up all of the assignments that go along with just this lesson. Notice some of these say PMT. That is the Personal Math Trainer. Again, this one's the homework version. There's also places that you can assign something that looks like this. Now, when you assign this, you are simply assigning your students a PDF. And so this is not an interactive place for them to do their math. If they're trying to interact, it has to say PMT in the front. If I scroll down, we'll see if there's any more in this one. So there's no other Personal Math Trainer in this lesson. If I go up to just the chapter, sometimes you'll find some in the chapter. So here is where you'll find the big idea quiz, both the homework and the test and quiz version. So there's some PMT up in there. So you can find those through the browse option as well. I do think it is easier to access it through the button on your home screen, but if this is the path you are accustomed to taking, you can easily go through your browse menu. I hope that was helpful and was a good way for you to jump in and try the Personal Math Trainer. If you have any questions, let us know. Like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.